Hello everyone, this is the company Sofimarsel. Today we'll talk about new lighting products. First of all, our line of 24-volt transformers has expanded. We have two premium options, namely TSL 028 and TSL 0210, 100 watts and 300 watts respectively. In these models, the casing has been updated. The casing now includes more metal and therefore more cooling. And a nice bonus is that the terminals are now presented in the form of a clamping mechanism as organized in Wago terminals. These transformers have already arrived at our regional warehouses, so feel free to use them. We have expanded our range of LED strips, and the first strip I would like to introduce is the so-called mix strip. What does mix mean? It is a strip that can be adjusted in its temperature from 3000 Kelvin to 6000 Kelvin. An excellent solution for light lines, flowers around the perimeter of the room, and this strip has a power of 18 watts per linear meter. Its width is 10 millimeters, which allows it to be used in all profiles of the Sofimarsel line. This strip emits 2000 lumens per linear meter. Protection rating is IP20, 3020. And to use this strip, you will need this CCT controller D014 from the Sofimarsel catalog.
So what does this controller look like? It's very simple. And how to connect this strip, we will figure out now.
On the lead controller, we have accordingly an input current and an output. Accordingly, we connect a transformer to the input, plus and minus respectively, and at the output we connect the plus of our mixtape, which is red, to V+. 2D, we connect the yellow wire, which is responsible for the warm tone, and to any of the C connectors, we connect the white wire, which will allow us to adjust the temperature and dim the strip using a remote like this. The next LED strip is the so-called addressable LED strip with a running water effect. What does this mean? So it means that when turned on, the strip can be set up as a running line. This has its wow effect and can add a certain flair to interior design. This strip, like the previous one, has a power of 18 watts. Just like the previous one, it is not only an addressable strip, but also a mixed strip. Naturally, this solution also comes with the ability to adjust the light temperature from warm to cool, and accordingly with the running water effect. The strip has a power of 18 watts. To connect such a strip, you will need a software module, the so-called controller. Our company offers two types. They are essentially identical. The only difference is that the D015 is presented in the form of physical buttons, which you can actually here click. And the second remote, D016, the controller accordingly will be presented with touch control. Here you can, it's easier to dim. I don't know, somehow it's more intuitive, probably clearer where the speed changes, where it dims and so on. Here all this will have to be done with buttons. This strip connects very easily. Now at the input, you will find 5 connectors which are not visible here. Be sure to check which wires are not soldered, and with such a controller there is a software module included. You just connect it. You simply connect it. Then it goes to the transformer, and with this controller you can connect up to 17 meters of such a strip. These remotes can also be mounted on the wall. Double-sided tape is included along with batteries. And the remaining novelty in our review is the long-awaited free cut strip, KOB free cut. What does this mean? It means that the strip does not have the usual type of diodes. Here it is a so-called KOB strip. However, a major advantage of this COB strip is that we can cut it at absolutely any point, at absolutely any angle. This is a great solution for lighting, let's say, light lines. When we need to make a corner, we won't need to bend the strip in different ways or drill holes and pull a loop. Here you can neatly cut at 45 degrees, solder it, as there are tracks running along the entire length of the strip on the right and left. Accordingly, plus and minus. 1 drop of solder and everything is ready. The strip is available in temperatures of 3000 Kelvin, 4 and 5.